Hey everybody, just want to do a quick review on the ILBE surplus rucksack, backpack, whichever one you want to call it. This is actually my second one. And this one was just the Gen 2, and it was a lot better shape than the previous one I had. But I just wanted to go over some of the modifications I made to it. I use it mostly for hunting here in Arizona, but I did trim quite a bit of weight off of this thing. Right now it's kind of got my daily loadout. I would use for day hunting. Generally during the archery season. This pack is a little bigger than I prefer for kind of day hunts, but I did do a 3-day backpack hunt with it here in January. It worked out pretty good for that. But I guess we will get into kind of stuff I normally carry on this daily type hunt. Typically, I just have my stick of Camelback here. And this little beaver tail, it's pretty slick. It's a 100-liter bladder. But yeah, this little beaver tail is great for that, and also, take off a jacket, shed a layer or something, you can just stick it back in there, tuck it in there, and get on your way without opening up the bag, really. I did cut a lot of the molly webbing off of here. This panel, I basically just left 3, in case I wanted to hang a small pouch or something on here. Still somewhat functional for that. Do a lot of glassing here in Arizona, so typically I'll take a little stool with me, a little 4-pronger. But yeah, the 4-foot stool works a lot better on the more uneven side hills, stuff like that. What's that dude? Other side, typically run my tripod. This is the Vanguard. It's the S-Pod 203, which is a great little fluid pan head. It's fairly light, fairly compact, but yeah, it makes long hours of glassing a lot more comfortable, a little easier. This is kind of my one and only pouch. I'm not a big pouch guy. Normally I put this down here. But the last time I used this pack, I had my my sleeping pad down here, buckled in down here. So this works out pretty well up here as well. You just flip your lid over, and you've got access to here. This is typically what I carry in here is just game bags and paracord and stuff like that. And I travel gloves for field dressing. Top of the pack. There's beanie, gloves, various fire starting, first aid stuff, a little bit of paracord in there. I've got some toilet paper and compass, fire starters, fire seal in there. My rangefinder pocket. Usually just run the tether up here. That way I can just let the rangefinder down without it falling. And there's just a little Badlands pocket there that clips onto the belt. Let's see. You know, I really didn't have much use for those kind of side wings covered in molly webbing on this side, so I cut those off to save some weight. I cut this top strap off that was up here, this top compression strap. It's really non-functional for me anyway. You know, at least by running your beaver tail up here, you can compress that top section pretty well. Let's see, what else we got? So, usually, my day kit, keep a little stuff sack that's got, Gore-Tex packable rain jacket, and then like a puffy vest, a little insulation vest. That's easy to get in and out of there. I took the radio pouch out of here, save a little weight. And that just clips in here on the top of the inside on those buckles. But I might rig something else up with this. I might do make a carrier, hydration carrier I can clip in and out. Do something with that. I did cut out, it's going to be hard to see, but I cut out the bag divider. I don't really have much use for it. But this, I did retain this little strap set up inside of the bag. Basically that makes a pretty good divider, so I could put maybe my my little rain jacket kit down in the bottom, and if I debone like a deer or something, I could run the meat up in the game bag up top here, keep the weight up higher. But yeah, this also kind of helps keep the, when I don't have a lot of gear in here, kind of keeps the bag compressed, fairly tight. So I do like that little feature there. And all this is just this 3-bar slider. Slides into this this common loop. So I ran it through both common loops. It's kind of cinched it down even tighter. Press that back through. You can see if you just go to the first one, and again, kind of harder to do with one hand. Pull that up through that common loop. Now you got access to that whole bag. If you're gonna load more gear and stuff in there. Another thing I did with this is actually from my first ILBE pack I bought. I had picked up this other waist belt. This is from a Kafaru ultralight pack. I bought it off a guy in one of the forums. But yeah, the ILBE belt just doesn't quite fit me right. I don't really have a butt. It kind of puts a lot of pressure on my on the shelf of my hips, whereas this kind of wraps around everything. It's got the power pull belt on there that works great. And it's quite a bit lighter as well. I was bored the other night, so I took this little Hypalon patch that I had cut off of those little side wing pockets, and just use rubber cement to stick that on there. That should help that pad kind of stick to my my shirt or pants or whatever, help it keep it from sliding down a bit. But yeah, I think I paid 80 bucks for this pack. It's in great shape. Didn't come with a belt, but I had one from my other pack, so now I've got two functional ILBE packs. One other note, a little mod that I did. I was watching another video review, and this guy was real bent out of shape because he couldn't get his lid cinched down, which is, is a problem with my other pack. This one I was able to basically run just this guy here. This is actually, I took this off of one of the straps that I cut off the top of the pack. I cut a slot in the middle so I could slide it into this loop here, and basically I just run the tail that's on this lid here right through there, and you can cinch it up as that's about as tight as it goes there, but it's still functional. If you have a big load that you've got your storm collar all the way up and you need to run your lid higher on the pack, you can still adjust that, raise that up as well. But yeah, you don't have to cut your pack up to get one of these little buckles. I've bought them before this and other little plastic pieces like this at Sportsman's Warehouse by my house. But yeah, that's kind of an easier solution for that problem. Another thing was these load lifters. They have a seam stitched right here, and basically that makes, at least at my torso length, makes these load lifters non-functional. I just cut that seam. It's still stitched up to the top here, but that gives me at least a little bit of lift when I wear the pack. Help move the weight around a little bit. And one other thing I wanted to show you was, I really don't care for these little elastic strap keepers they have. They're a pain in the neck. I get a chance, something I do on my other packs is, the next time I go to Home Depot, I'm just going to grab a little bit of this. It's just like a double-sided Velcro strapping for wrapping like your electronic cables and stuff like that. But yeah, that works great for this stuff. You just stick it in there in the middle, roll up your strap, and loop it over on itself. That keeps everything nice and tidy. But yeah, check that stuff out. It sure beats messing around with these this elastic loops and all that. But that is about it. You can see I retained a few of the tabs here, the molly webbing, so I could, I could always run that pocket on the top if I wanted to. So just my other pack, like I shaved everything off of there. It's actually about that one is about 6.5 pounds. This one, I didn't cut quite as much stuff off it, but I got it down to, it's just over 7 pounds as it's configured right here. All the loadout stuff minus, 100 ounces of water, this pack weighs about 18 pounds. So maybe, full bladder, like if I'm going to stay out all day, it'd probably be about 24 pounds hauling it around, which isn't bad at all, really. But yeah, this pack, it's, I think I paid 80 bucks for this, 30 bucks for the waist belt. But yeah, so just over $100 for super functional, great hunting pack. It's pretty hard to beat, really. you look in that price range, you go to the sporting goods store and that stuff, you know, it's all made in China junk. You know, this is a pretty substantial, tough pack. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh yeah, all the little rubber tubing, like zipper pulls. You know, I pulled those off. I'm not that that hardcore. But yeah, all that weight kind of adds up. So just retain these little cords from the inside. Also took that tubing off of these side kind of load these side straps you use for mounting the pack, and pull them off of that side, these side zippers as well. But yeah, this is a great pack for the price. It's hard to beat. You know, these side pockets here are freaking huge. You know, even with, you know, running my tripod or stool in there, there's still, you know, plenty of room to throw, you know, 32-ounce Nalgene bottle in there, or a flask, or, you know, a little cook pot or something. But that is all I got. I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.